Hello and welcome back. Asha here. I was digging for more books to review for you and I came across a novel which I read some time back. I am going to talk about this novel, Red Birds by Mohammad Hanif. Mohammad Hanif is one of my favorite authors. He is a Pakistani author who is very clever, very adept with satire writing. And his other book, which is A Case of Exploding Mangoes, is the one that I read earlier on. And oh my god, that book really blew me, and it blew me such that I read it twice back to back. It is a beautiful gem of a book. So, with that kind of expectation, I think it's only natural to, hold on to that feeling and expect something similar with the other novels also from the said author. And just imagine my disappointment when everything kind of just went flat. If you're wondering why would I want to rant about a book that I didn't like, well, it's for the same reason. I mean, I ended up wasting my time. I don't want you to do that. Before we proceed with the review, there's this one little thing that I really want to discuss today. I've seen there are a lot of you who actually come back and watch my videos. I wonder what is stopping you from subscribing to my channel. I mean, I know there's something that you love about my videos, and if you love it so much to keep coming back, which I totally appreciate and am grateful for, why wouldn't you subscribe to my channel? So take this opportunity, subscribe to my channel, also hit on the bell icon so that you do not miss out on my future videos. Red Birds is the story of Major Ellie, who is a bomber pilot in the American Army, and he is sent on a mission to blow up a refugee camp. What happens is his plane crashes in the desert a little away from where this refugee camp is. There is a teenage boy by the name Momo and his pet dog Mud. So much for creativity, isn't it? And these two characters find Major Ellie in the desert and they rescue him, and as fate has it, he is brought to the same refugee camp. And there they spend some considerate amount of time of their lives. It's written from different perspectives, that is, switching the narration between each of the characters. And it's not just Major Ellie and Momo's perspectives that we see here, but also Mud's perspective, who supposedly is smarter, wiser, and cleverer than all the humans put together in this location, in this camp. As weird as it sounds, the author has given no logic as to why we have the different perspectives of these different characters, because there is no confluence of these thoughts, of these perspectives. There is nothing that ties them together. For more than 80% of this novel, we are just wandering in a forest, lost for direction, because honestly, nothing of it makes sense. It is definitely interspersed with the wise, clever, satirical words of the author that he is so famous for. And all that wisdom kind of really helps just this much, because for most part, this book is really taxing. I can't tell you much about the characters because there's really nothing about the characters. The characters have not been built. There is no depth. There is no past, present, future about these characters. And just like a lost boat in a river that just goes with the flow, these characters are kind of just going with the flow, and with no destination and with no motive, nothing. Majorly, this book is one big mess, and as you skim through the pages, you realize what a mess this book must have been in Hanif's head. And you start wondering, why would he put such a mess up on paper and have the readers suffer as well? I mean, is there any good reason behind it? Is there any motive? What is the message he's trying to give? We are lost to it. The only thing, and probably the tiniest bit of sense this plot makes, is probably the plight of all these people who are stuck in refugee camps. So you kind of feel the plight of these people, but again, that is like this bit, and you fail to relate with these people. You fail to get into the lives or heads of these people to know exactly what they are going through. So if that could have been focused upon, I guess there would have been some substance this book could have stood up for. Just as disappointing the start of this novel is, its end is equally bizarre, which is kind of, hinted at some magical realism. But once again, we have no clue what the author was thinking, why he wrote what he wrote. And I wish I could ask him that, but I think I'm just so disappointed that I don't really care. Some readers have gone on to describe this book as an exemplary exhibit of cool wit and tender intelligence. And I really want to go and ask them what, why, where. I mean, there's nothing of that sort. If you really want to still read this book, well, it's your choice. You should instead read A Case of Exploding Mangoes by the same author, which is a much, much, much better novel. If you liked my video, do not forget to hit on the like button. I'm going to see you in my next video with probably a new topic, a new book review, or a review rant, whatever. And if there is anything specific you want me to talk about, do share the titles in the description box below. Until next time, be reading, be inspiring. Goodbye.